Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Define on TikTok Live. I am here today setting up our planner for the week. It is our weekly plan with me. And today's theme, you guys voted, and the winner is Wicked. So get ready for some Wicked theme, a Wicked theme today. I'm just going to go ahead and get one thing edited on my end. How is everyone doing? Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Shauna. We are hey, Spooky. What theme are you guys all doing today? Good morning. I'm so excited that this one was the winner. This one's going to be so interesting. It's going to be a little tricky. I'm not going to lie. Hey, Betsy. But I believe in us. We can totally do this, okay? I'm just going to get it. Okay. There we go. Good morning, Patty. Oh my goodness. Wait, that makes no sense, Spooky. We're in a freeze warning today and yesterday, but 70s by Wednesday. And you're feeling a snowman. Yes. 12 days of Christmas cookies. That's going to be so good. I've gathered so much inspo just to really guide us today. I'm going to go slowly through these just so you guys can get that inspo screenshot if you would like. I know a lot of you have been doing that, which is so cool. How was everyone's weekend? I did a lot of work outside, which was so fun. Hey, Grains. Ooh, the first one. Yes. Okay. This one, I have a good feel. Some of them look a little challenging. I'm not going to lie. This one, I think we could do. This, I really liked the text the most. It was so fun. Let's see. Pink goes good with green, of course. And with these certain greens and pinks, I was struggling to find all of those in my highlighters that I had. So I actually pulled out the colored pencils, which I think will allow us a little more freedom to really match that Wicked and embrace it. This one I thought was so cute. So this one we're going to definitely try to incorporate as well. You won a wand? Wait, that's so fun. Oh my goodness. Did you guys do like any Harry Potter games or anything like that? Your craft came in last Saturday. Oh, perfect. What craft are you going to be doing? This one I thought was so cute. I'm just going to flip through so you guys can see some of the inspo. Now let's dive in. Let's get ready for this. That's going to be so pretty. Oh, wow. Wait, that's such a cool challenge. That's such a... Wow. I was not expecting that. Go you. How many steps did you get? That's a great, thing to do with your friends. Oh, what? You got 28K steps? That's insane. How did you do that? How are your feet still on your body? We're going to start with this week's pathway focus, and this is fitness. Now, you guys, before I dive in, I just wanted to briefly mention that I would really appreciate if you guys signed up for our TikTok live events. We have the book club next week, which I'll add into our planner, and as well as craft night this Thursday. So craft night this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Those TikTok live events are all made so you guys can register. Good morning, Andy. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to write the word fitness here. But we're going to actually do it the opposite color. I did the green, and then we're going to get the pink. Oh, yes, Angela. It is so good. Wait, I'm so happy to hear that. It's like one of those books where you could honestly just finish it. Like, it's so hard to put down. And then I'm going to color this. We also have a new thing available, you guys. We created the One More Chapter book club discussion worksheet. So that way you guys can come prepared for book club as well, get a little insight. You can print it out. You can also fill it out if you have like an iPad, things like that. So check out our TikTok profile to grab yours too. And again, just make sure you guys register for the event to get notified when we go live. Yes, Patty. Oh my gosh, you made a book report of it. Wait, that's amazing. Okay, I'm just going to quickly flip through this one. Why can't I get this page? There we go. Wait, that's so cute, Spooky. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, I can't wait to talk about it. The next thing we're going to do is break down our fitness goals. So I'm just going to move this camera just a little bit. There we go. Let's take a look back at last week. So we were focusing on daily walks and then strength training every other day. And that is actually what we are going to be doing this week as well. It's been working and we're going to stick to it, build that consistency, get that motivation. So down here, I thought it would be cute to do little, let's see. Okay, let me walk you through what my thought process was. So I'm going to be writing out our action items, of course, but I want to have a little icon or symbol alongside that Wicked theme that I can utilize in that morning, afternoon, and evening block. So we are going to be using this as our inspo, something smaller, little elements that we can add in. So starting off, these were actually two very good colors for Wicked. So I'm going to write our monthly action item, which is daily walk. So starting with that, and we'll do... Let's see here. I'm going to grab, I think, the Pilot G2 pen first. And this we can do with the green broom. Actually, I'm going to take that back. The green broom we'll do in the Stapler pen. So daily walk. I want to make sure that this is what I want to do. Yeah, I think so. Okay. I don't want them to be too big here. And then... Perfect. And then we're just going to write. So this theme is just Wicked in general. So focusing on really that first Wicked. I've actually never seen the play, so I don't exactly know what's going to happen in Wicked 2. No spoilers allowed. I like to go in not knowing. So daily walk. Same. Yes. Right. I'm so excited. When does it comes out next? Let me double. Wait, I wrote it down. Yeah, November 21st. That's what I thought. So next Friday. Wow. That's going to be so fun. I can't wait. Okay. Yes, it does. Oh my goodness. So good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be extra specific. So when are we going to do those walks? Oh, wow. That would be a long time to sit in the theater. That would be like 6 hours. That would actually be really fun though. I love that idea. So the daily walk, it's always a little tricky just in terms of like today it did rain, so I have to shift it to like my walking pad at night. But I'm going to have the goal be morning walks. I like to do that. It gets you out in the morning. So I'm going to start by doing 7:30 a.m. walks, or Monday, because of course that rain. It'll be walking pad. And I actually wanted to try something else. A walking challenge. Okay, that's, you have to know what's going to work for you. So a walking challenge, that gives you the motivation. Let's see, I can challenge you. How about me challenging you? I challenge you to walk. I have been aiming for minimum 7K steps a day. Hey, Andy. We are doing a midnight showing as a family for Wicked. We got IMAX tickets. Wow, that's going to be really fun. That's so late. I don't think I could do it, to be honest with you. I actually just want to see. I wanted to color this one in here. So okay. I'm just taking a moment to think about how I want this to go because I don't know if I want to write my weekly action item as the daily step goal or if I just want to keep track of it in the evening box. I'm thinking we make it a combination of both. So Monday walking pad, but then morning. And then the brooms, I think, will come together. We just have to make them like look a little more broomish when we add them in. But we're going to do a daily step goal of 7K. Okay. So that's going to be step 1 of this. Then in the pink, to get that other wicked element in there, we're going to do every other day strength training. So for this, we're going to do a little wand. We'll channel our inner Glinda. Let me think. Do I want to use, which one's giving Glinda? Oh, Angela asked, where do we go to vote on each theme for the week? So it is every Friday in our TikTok live story. We do a poll. Definitely pink. I don't think I have. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have it. I didn't think I had this one anymore. I have a sparkly pink gel pen that we're going to use. Oh my gosh, it's funny. I read it as Glinda, even though you wrote Belinda. That's too cute. Ooh, maybe I do a crown. A crown or a wand, you guys. Let's see. I think we're going to do, let's, crown or a wand. A pink ball gown would be cute. I want this one to be a little simpler so that way I can add it into the morning, afternoon, and evening box. I think we're going to do the, okay, crown it is. I wanted one of these two specifically, the crown or the wand, just to give us that little way of keeping track of it. And I think that crown will be perfect. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? Let's see. I think that'll do. Pastas in Italian or homemade jams? Oh, let's see. That's a good, wait, that is such a creative theme. I would be really interested to see how you do pasta. So my vote's going to be pasta. Oh, and I'm doing well, Cindy. I'm so glad that you're able to come on today. I always love it when you guys pop on. Makes it so special. I always say the first doodles are never the best. So we're going to give it a little grace here. However, I'm going to write it in this pink pen just because it'll be a little easier. Okay, so then, yes, okay, we have our votes, Andy. Pasta it is, and then you'll have to send a picture. Aw, that's gonna be so cool. Okay. Looks a little like seaweed or like a kelp. And then I'm gonna stick to the same. Actually, bees, perfect. We love to do what works. So not a lot of time calls for stickers, and if you have bees, that's perfect. I think we're gonna do it the same schedule. So Monday will be upper, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did mean Wednesday, didn't I? How are we gonna change this? Oh no, that's fine. Wednesday, lower, Thursday, full. Great. The next thing we're going to do is then schedule in those specific, nope, I always say that first. This doesn't look that cute. I'm going to have to make this look cuter. How can we do that? Hopefully it'll just come together at the end. Bear with me, you guys. The first thing we're going to do actually is add in our pause. Oh, wait, you guys. This was not planned and it's a little too perfect if you ask me. I did not know that this week's quote was Wizard of Oz. That's amazing. Hey, you've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. Wait, what in the world? I did not know that that was happening. That's too good. It's like I wish I planned that. That's even better. Good morning, Lucy. How are you? Okay. Next, let's do a positive affirmation. That is amazing, right? I'm going to take, okay, Lupe, they're going to be on TikTok so soon. Stay tuned. I will be announcing the day that they go on TikTok officially. Right now, you can still get them in our TikTok profile, but they will be on TikTok before you know it. It should be end of this week. I really liked this one, and I also thought it matched the theme well. I am in charge of my life. Absolutely. Okay. Oops. Come on. There we go. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is add in our live schedule for the week. So for this, I wanted to make sure that it's Wicked theme, of course. Good morning, Lena. But also like fun because let's see. We have so many inspos, and this I'm going to do in pencil to make sure that it comes out the way I want. Let's see. For live schedule, I want to doodle this, but I don't know for the live. Let me think. Because we have, let me just triple check. I think 3 scheduled right now for the week. Yes. Okay. Craft night, reading sprint, and today's. So for these, I was thinking, what if they are a W? I want it to, Sorry for the pause, you guys. I'm just trying to think of what would I want for the plan with me's. I like them to be similar. They don't have to be the exact same doodles, but something close that it gives you that sense of color coding. I love these glasses. I think that's perfect. And something that would also look good repetitive. What if we did this? I know the glasses are so cute. I'm wondering if we do this one for You know what? Because this is a Wicked theme, maybe our live schedule doesn't have to be the exact same. We can pick like a certain doodle for each. I think that's the way we're going to do it. Because there's so many good doodles, we have to make sure that we're incorporating different ones. And I think that's the way we should do it. So starting off, we have our plan with me, which of course is happening right now. For this, I was thinking we're going to do this one. So give me a moment here, you guys. This one's going to take me just a few extra seconds because I want to make sure that this looks good. And we want that theme to happen in the Monday morning box. Now, let's do this. Okay. That first doodle of the day, like this one I really count as that first doodle. It's always nerve-wracking. But let's just go for it. Let's see. Yeah, that would have been a great idea, Lena. We did do it already, so I can't. But I feel like that would have probably been the way to go. Okay. So we're going to start. This is going to be Alphaba, Glinda, Alphaba, Glinda. I'm the witch. Which is which? And then we'll have the face, the silhouette. We'll fix that a little bit just to make it a little more nose-like. Lips. Okay, that's a really wide face. Hold on one second. Pause that thought. Okay, that'll be the nose. Okay, now I made it too thin. We got to find that balance. Yay, I can't wait to see it. Have an amazing Monday, Cindy. Okay. There we go. That'll be the chin. Okay. This I can work with. That does not look like a face. Why is this so difficult? This one's getting me, you guys. They're so hard. I haven't had to draw one in such a long time. We're gonna like embrace the process. That's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go like this. Ready? Okay. Aw, thanks, Lee. Because the hats need to. Okay. This can be the nose. I'm less worried about perfection, but it has to like look at least a little bit decent. We're just gonna make it work. I was actually thinking of trying something a little different today, though. I didn't want to outline everything in black Sharpie today. I was like, let's just try something different. I know it's very unlike me, but I really want this to be pink and green theme, and sometimes the black can take away from that. So we are gonna do the outlines in the green Stapler pen today. We're gonna mix it up. So the Stapler green pen we're gonna do today, and what we're gonna do is then color it in with colored pencil to get that green. Okay, so we have the nose. It's always a good start. We have one lips. We have the bottom. Great. And then here's the good part. You can erase. So then this will go here. Beautiful. This will work. And then we're just going to erase that pencil mark. And then I'm going to do Glinda next before moving on to the inside. I think that's a good way to go about this one today. And today's really we're emphasizing the doodles. We'll include our plans, of course. But I thought in honor of Wicked coming out that this would be a really fun way to do our planning today. It's a weird looking chin, isn't it? We're going to actually start with this side profile then, because that's the one that was giving us the hardest time. And then, what theme are you guys all doing today? So I know we have Andy who is doing pasta. Spooky, are you doing snowman theme? That's it. Ooh, hey, little you, I didn't see you on here. Little Shop of Horrors. Wait, that's gonna be so cute with the that's the Venus. Wait, is that the Venus flytrap one? Yes, Angela, I can't wait to see it. Are you having any difficulty? Because this is hard. This isn't easy. Oh, yes, I forgot. Sorry, Sean, about that. 12 days of Christmas cookies. Ugh, making me hungry. It's so hard. You know what? I really said, let's do a challenge today. Oh, your fave musical and movie. Okay. I watched a thriller movie this weekend. I feel like it wasn't very good. It was Black Phone 2. It was really bad. I don't recommend it. Then we're going to take the pink Stapler pen. For pink, it might be more important to... Oh. Wait, that's so fun. Spooky. So I never saw the first one, but the person I was with did, and they said it was way better. Oh, she loved... Okay. I mean, it wasn't like that, but I didn't like it, actually. What am I saying? I'm not even going to pretend. You'll have to let me know how you felt about it. No, yeah, I heard the first was so good. This one was a little weird, to be honest. There was a little bit of some plot holes, but it's just like it's different. It was an enjoyable movie. Black Phone, the second one's out now. The first one came out in, what was it, 2020 or 2022? Oopsie. Yes, let me know. And I hope you like it. I always hope. Like, I was just surprised that it got an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I guess it's Rotten Tomatoes, right? And then, No, my silhouette was so good before. And then I had to erase it. That's okay. And then let's see here. We're trying to do a crown. Now, this crown's very intricate, so I'm hoping I don't regret this. And then we're just going to kind of make our own a little bit. And then, okay, this works. This worked, you guys. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is think for a second, because colored pencil, I want to color them in with colored pencil. However, that's not going to be the easiest to write on. So we're going to write first. So we're actually going to do that this way. Pink. And then I'm going to actually take that black Sharpie. So pink goes good with green. Amazing. Then what we're going to do is just write 11 o'clock plan with me. And for this, we're going to take the Pilot G2 pen in that light green. Hey, Max. And all of the times that I do here are in Eastern. So just adjust based off of your time zone. Okay. And then we're just going to color it in just to make sure that we tie it all up. What would be a good? I think that this is going to be the green that I use for this one. I like it when the outlines are a little darker, just to make it pop. And then I can't believe you guys, the weeks are just going by so fast. Like, how is it already going to be Thanksgiving? I'm so confused by it all right now. It's insanity. Okay. Then we are going to add in our reading sprint. This one I thought would be cute to do with the glasses or a spell book. But the spell book feels a little more generic rather than specifically Wicked theme. And I just love those glasses so much that I think we're going to go with them. Okay. I think our first real Wicked Doodle is a success. So, adding in our next reading sprint. I think I want to do the glasses, kind of like we talked about. But here's the thing. We want to be cognizant of the fact that we do want to schedule in our weekly action items. So this one, we're going to make sure to do it at the, oh, you know what I wanted to do? I'm going to pause this thought for a second because there was something I wanted to do with you all as well. Hey, Nakia. Aw, thanks, Spooky. I wanted to add in a step count for every day. So we are going to grab just a small ruler, and I'm going to block off. Luckily we won't need that much room. The only important thing is to really make sure that we have space so we don't forget to do it. That's what matters here. So I'm going to take the Stapler pen again. This is a lighter green, and I'm going to take just about, let's see, you see this line here? So this is going to be the size that we leave, that inch marker for the bottom. So I'm just going to go like this, lining up the bottom of this inch mark with the bottom of the evening box. It'll give us enough, and it also allows us to keep this straight because you'll keep, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I explain this clearly. You're going to keep it so that on the bottom line, it's lined up with the bottom of each inch marker. Just like that. Easy, but consistent, okay? And then we're going to keep the green for this one as well. You could also make it pink. I'm going to pause before I do that just to make sure I do want to go with that. I think I do. Okay. And you can always go over it twice if you need to. Then what we're going to do is just grabbing the Pilot G2 pen in that lime greenish color. I'm going to write step count. Right, I think a step. I think I'm just going to do it above. Just on the Sunday one, we won't need it for every single one. And I think, do I have my watch on? Let me put my watch off. Where did I put it? Yesterday, I want to say I ended the day with like 12K, but I'm going to just leave it blank and I'll double check that afterwards and then I'll add it in. Okay. Perfect. I wanted to make sure we got those in, as well as the last thing before we add in our lives is I want to make sure that we are scheduling in our weekly action items because it's easy to get excited with the doodles and forget sometimes the important stuff. So let's just grab those same colors once again. Now I want to make sure that these come out a little cuter than that. And I think the way to do that is to just kind of go a little slower. So I'm going to grab that green Stapler pen, and I'm going to write down here because it was raining this morning, which is so annoying. But okay, I'll live. It's a Monday. We can start our morning walk on Tuesday, but we're going to do it at night tonight. So I'm going to draw a little broom because that is what we're signaling as our walks, okay? So I'm going to do a broom first, and I am referencing this little doodle right here so you guys can all see that. I'm just going to and then come back to the top. I drew that way bigger than I meant to. So we're just going to work around it. Okay. And then I'm just going to leave it blank for the moment because we're going to color these in colored pencil. They're a little bigger than the ones over here, so we'll have more space to do that. And I think it's just going to look better. So then what we're going to do is, because we are taking both action items here, the crown and the broom, we're going to do it right next to it. And I loved the idea of the sparkly for that extra Glinda touch. So we're just going to do it at this. We're going to have it connect with the broom. So a little bit of an overlap here. Okay. And the key for the crown, I think I just realized, is that the middle one, if you make it taller than the sides two, than the sides on the than the two sides, it'll really work a lot better. So just a little tip if you guys are drawing that one alongside me. Okay. So we are going to do that depending on what time of day. So let's keep going and then we'll go back and write. So tomorrow morning will be our morning walk because I did not see rain when I looked this morning, which is good. Fingers crossed that that does not change. And you can always make the broom just like a little smaller to fit. And so I'm just going to write walk. Great. And then we're going to keep going with the broom doodle, and then we'll go back to the pink crown. So walk over there, as well as we'll do it again on Wednesday morning. And Thursdays I'll do it at night, just because I don't tend to do it on Thursday mornings. So we're going to make it look like that, but we're going to do it at the top because it is craft night. So we're going to need a little bit of, we're going to have to do it earlier than maybe we might tonight. And no, I don't know why the broom came out looking like that. Brooms are a little tricky just because they're so like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with like, I feel like what should be like the easier doodle that we're doing today, but that's okay. And then that's fine. Okay. Good thing we didn't choose the brooms for anything else because I'm not liking doing them. And then what we're going to do is grab that pink pen, and down here it was Wednesday. So Wednesday we'll do the lower. So that'll go. Just like that. And then also, I think we wrote Thursday, right? Yeah. Thursday, we'll do it alongside our walking pad. So the crowns are harder to draw small because they're fun to draw. Okay. Then I think for the pink ones, we'll color those in just because they're sparkly, and these would be adorable colored in with this pen. Always the way it goes, Spooky. Always the way. Spooky said that she thought that she could do a doodle without using pencil first, ... I was wrong. I feel that on so many levels. That's how I feel with, I think, every single one of these brooms. But I'm sure it's not that bad. Remember, stickers always are the answer if something really goes wrong. Oh, thank you. And I'm sure yours looks great. We're always just so critical of ours, you know? But your Harry Potter was so good. Little you has really learned the true lesson. Everything in pencil first. It's like, it just never quite hits. You're like, maybe today will be the day that it works. And then you're like, nope, tomorrow's not looking so good either. Okay. Perfect. Wait, I love this sparkly crown idea. I'm so glad Lee suggested that. It's perfect. And then we're going to take, I just want to color in the brooms with a green. Again, grabbing some colored pencil. I have these 2 different packs. I think that we're going to take this green for the broom. Okay, that was really deceiving. I thought it was going to be a little darker, but that's okay. This one I'm going to keep out because this would be a really good alphaba green. Hey, Shauna, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. And then we'll finish up adding in our what each one is, and then we'll add in the live schedule. So I'm just going to keep this colored pencil out because it is good for alphaba potentially. So next we're going to grab, what pen was I using? I know I was using that one, so we'll do that one again. We'll do pink and we'll do, what was I writing these two in? No, I think I'm going to write them in the Pilot G2s. I find them easier to write with. Normally I would just use the stapler, but I still have to just order a new set because these ones are not writing well because I've used them for coloring so much. So we're going to write upper here. And I'm just going to go with whichever one is first. So upper, lower, and then full body. Putting that green to the pink to the side. Thursday, we're also going to write in walking pad. Leave a little room to the right or to the left of whatever you write so you can check it off. Or you could check it off over the broom, whichever is going to be best for you. And then cool. Next, what I want to do is add in our to-dos for the week. So I actually just said one of them, which is I really just need to order those stapler pens this week. So I'm just going to write down I don't know why this word's always hard to write. Stapler pens. Contacts. So I like to use these for personal to-dos, anything that has to get done this week in terms of your personal life. Whereas I really utilize the work reminders and the morning afternoon boxes for work to-dos. I like that separation, and having my personal ones over here, it just keeps it all more organized. In my opinion. Okay, so we're going to go blue light there. And then I also like to highlight them. This is really just because it's fun. No rhyme or reason to that. We're going to go pink, green, green, pink, or whatever. So this we'll do in the pink. It'll go, this one we'll do something cute with at the end. So we're going to go green, pink, green, pink, green, pink. Wait, this is a good pink highlighter. The hard part is that I don't have the best green for alphaba. So I'm doing the colored pencils, and it also, I just think it'll keep it a little cleaner looking. But in terms of what we can use to highlight, I have the Zebra Click Art pen. This isn't really a highlighter. This is more of a marker for coloring in. So I'm actually going to put that one back for the moment, and we're just going to go with a olive color highlighter. You'll see what I mean by it. It's not like the perfect color match, but it will work for this. Work reminders, I use them for things for work that I don't want to forget. They're less of urgent to-dos, but if you have time, if you want to work on them, they're a great way to move in on your work to-dos. So for this, we're going to go, because the box is, this one's pink, we're going to write pink in here, and then we'll go green for over here. So I'm going to grab that pink Pilot G2 pen one more time. And we're going to write down some examples of what your work reminders would look like. So that could be doing a follow-up with your client. It could also be a long-term project. So finish a long-term project that you're working on. Schedule your one-on-one. And to plan your December strategy. Okay. And then personal reminders are going to be those personal to-dos, things that have to get done in your personal life. Like maybe you want to start wrapping a Christmas gift you got and you just don't want to forget. Let's see. It could also be oh my goodness, to wash the sheets, or sorry, wash bedding is what we'll write. And I wanted to add one more to do and then check it off, because this is going to be, I like to be able to check something off, and that's clean my Awala. And it was / is on my to-do list, but I got it done this morning, and so that's such a good feeling. Oh, you'll have to do that as your theme, Lena. That would be a great theme. The Northern Lights. That's so cool. That's incredible. And then for meal planning, this is where you are going to this is where it's helpful to plan your meals ahead of time. So when you go to the grocery store, you know what you need to get so you can have it all. It also helps so that way you don't have that decision to make come, for example, Thursday night, because we don't realize how many decisions we have to make every single day. And so it causes a lot of decision fatigue. So if you have your meal planning ahead of time, you are going to reduce that, and you are going to stick to it. You'll be more consistent with your healthy eating habits, with your budget, all of those things that go into improving the little things. Spooky goes, I do like the weeks that I use it. I could see Lena like doing different. I would say colored pencil might be a good way. You could also just do like a light theme, like twinkly lights, and then color them in the Northern Lights colors. Ooh. Well, that would be cool. Ooh, I want to do. Do you guys follow or know of Babs on TikTok at all? She's like, I think she calls herself like your TikTok grandma. She had a cookbook, and I found it the other day at just like TJ, and I got it, and I'm so excited to try it. Right? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wait, I love that. I'm so glad you guys like her too. Her cookbook, I got it, and it's actually, so I'm gonna make her one of her recipes this week. I think it's called like one sheet fajitas. And I actually really recommend it because she makes them so doable in a way that's really nice, because so many of these cookbooks, it's like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't do this. So I would recommend checking that one out. Highly recommend. I love it so far. I'm excited to make more of them. Oh, I didn't finish. Thursday night's just going to be like leftovers. And then I never know Saturday what's going to happen. Who knows? The next thing I wanted to do is add in any plans for the week. Oh, no, I have to finish doing sorry guys, jumping today, our live schedule. So for our reading sprint, we are going to just do those reading glasses that I was saying. Again, I'm just going to do these in pencil. Even though this one shouldn't be too hard, those are the famous last words. So for this, we're going to just do 2 circles. And then it's almost like the infinity. So we're just going to connect that. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a Sharpie pen, because take a black. And what we're going to do is this will be easier if I just show you. You guys see how it's like colored in a little deeper black? And then there's the gray. We're going to do a circle in the circle. So just start by tracing 1 circle, 2 circle, the outside, and then the infinity, which isn't that big of a deal. Great. Then we're going to erase the inside, or any pencil that you have in general. And we're just going to go like this. Keep it quite simple for us. Inside. The hardest thing with anything is making them the exact same. So we're a little less worried about that for the moment. And then what we're going to do is just kind of mark off where we're going to color in that infinity. And for us, it'll be here. So then we're just going to color that in black. And then on this side, we're going to start it right next to it. And we'll have it go up here. Okay. And then we're going to color these in. I'm going to take the colored pencils again, just so that they match these 2 up here, actually. So this one will be green. And then this one will be pink. And then the rest of it, we're just going to take our gray. I don't know why I was so aggressive with that one. Do you guys ever find yourself doing that? You're like, why am I being so aggressive with my pencil? Don't know. And we're just going to color that in gray. And then what we're going to do is, this is marking off our reading sprint. So I'm going to write it in that same green color. And we're going to write 60-minute reading sprint. So this, you guys, I love doing these. We do these on a weekly basis. Every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, I come on TikTok Live and we do exactly what it sounds like. We just read for 60 minutes straight. I put on a playlist. We just do it together, and it allows us that opportunity. I always try to read our book club book if I'm not done it at the moment. And it's a great, peaceful way to wind down, come together, and I just love it. So make sure you guys are writing that in your planners as well. And we also have our craft night right down here, which instead of doing a crazy doodle, because obviously we don't have too much, like space-wise, we're going to do, I think like a little stars would be cute. So I'm going to take the pink one right over here. But we're not going to do the sparkly. I'm going to put this one away so I don't accidentally grab it, because I don't want to mix up the 2. So instead, I'm going to take our stapler pen and we're going to just do some stars. Pink over here. So pink, pink. And then we're going to do, I'll write what it is. You guys, I would love it at 8 o'clock. If you guys registered just for that, for the live events, so I have a better sense of who's tuning in. Right now I have 2 live events scheduled. It's craft night and then book club next week. And then what I thought would be perfect was, so my friend's having her dress fitting on Saturday, so I wanted to draw this one. Bear with me though. It's a little ambitious. But who doesn't love a good challenge? So we're going to probably do it in the Friday afternoon and the Saturday afternoon box. And we're going to do it in a way that's doable, honestly. So kind of making it our own. I just wanted to double check that that's what I wanted to. This is what I wanted, actually. No, let's just go for it. Why not, you guys? Okay. We're going to go with the witch's hat. We'll start with Elphaba. Do not try this without pencil. We're not even going to go there. Actually, I don't think it should be too bad, to be honest. There's no silhouettes. It's just, there's no side profile. It's just the back, which is always better. And then her little hat. Oh, that's amazing. Aw, that's so cool. Thank you so much, Galena. Yes, TikTok sometimes combines them automatically, so that one's not up to us, but hopefully it will combine them. Oh, I'm so excited. You got a journal. Did you get 2 journals? I can't really see it on my end yet. I think 2 journals, right? That's so amazing. Oh, such a good duo right there. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. And then the feet, I hate drawing feet, so honestly, I'm not too worried. Take your time, Spooky. Enjoy the process, honestly, because I like to use this, or I like to use drawing time in general. It's just like a de-stressor. So if you need to pause for a moment, do it. Enjoy the process. That's what I'm trying. That's what I like to tell us. Hands, also not too worried about. Don't we all? This, we're just really doing it as like a little line art, so nothing, again, too crazy. Just tagging yourself. Together we're unlimited. Doo-doo-doo. Oops. Her arm's looking a little like a spaghetti there. Too good. Okay, and then we're gonna draw I almost just said Galena. Glinda. And we're gonna do her head right here. Together we'll do a little crown. Okay. Her hair. Well, based off of the side profile, I don't think I'm drawing anyone anytime soon. I'll stick to the back of people. Okay, I wanted their hands to like connect here, but that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, then we are going to trace, and for this, we are going to be doing, we're gonna start with her. So for this one, we will be tracing in the black Sharpie because it's pretty much just black except for the hands. Oh, yes, that journaling workshop, especially because you did just get those journals, that's going to be really helpful. I really enjoyed that. It was called Journaling 101, and so I'm thinking at some point we do like or we'll definitely do, that was really focused on, journaling in the morning, so we'll also do a journaling at night 101, and then we're going to be doing, hopefully, like a journaling, like leveling up your journaling. And then over here, we're also just going to outline her in the black as well. Hello, Stanley. Okay, and then I'm going to erase just to see what we're working with here. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is have her hand here. And then her dress. Okay. This is actually going to be really cute, I think. So I think we might keep that same pink just to keep that consistency. And then the yellow, I thought it would be cool if we did more of a bright yellow. Give it a little contrast. Now the skin, I have this highlighter, so I think we're just gonna go with this one. Can you even, what's happening? That was weird. Okay. For the tiara, in the picture, what's interesting is that it's like silver. So I'm gonna grab, let's see what we have that would work. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then we're going to do the wand. And then we'll color in Elphaba. Who, for this, we're going to take this green. I'm just going to go like that. And then she does have like this little green there. And then we're going to color in the broom. And for that, we're going to do 2 browns. We'll take a darker and a lighter. So I have this one, and we'll do the darker for the handle. Oh my gosh, you have to give it a watch. It's so good. And then I think this should be a lighter or just a different brown. And then we're going to take the black colored pencil and just color in the rest. And for this, I'm noticing that they did try to differentiate the hair a little bit. So we're just going to put a little more pressure on that spot. And then for the rest of it, just take your lighter hand and color it in, which is always hard, I know. I also did not know that it was free on Prime. That's really good to know. Okay. And then I'm also, thank you so much, Shauna. I can't wait to see it. I also want to add in our to-do list. So every Monday afternoon box, I go ahead and I just add in this. We're going to make it a little darker too. And then that. Oh, hold on, guys. Sorry, I jumped ahead of myself here. I keep doing that today. I wanted to start by just writing a little cute quote here. And for the color of this quote, I just wanted it to be in a gray, so it's a little more of that neutral. And the one that I have that will write okay is the Stabilo. So we're going to write, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And then we're going to take a green heart and do it right over here. And then it also leads us to adding in the inspo for this, which was my friend's dress fitting. Then what I like to do is add in to the afternoon box just a to-do list that then this afternoon I can go in and keep track of what to-dos I have coming up. For this, we are going to keep it a little more simple, and we're just going to go with a little, like one of those, we're going to do bows. I think that that would be really cute. So that announcement, Shauna, I'm really excited for it. It'll be next Friday, so it's always announced the day after book club. Where did I put the pen? Okay. I'm going to be bold. And this one we're not going to do in pencil first because I think I can draw it. I've drawn it before. Again, famous last words, right? And then okay. I appreciate the support, Spooky. It came out good. I'm happy with it. We're going to keep this just saying a little to do. I don't know why I did it like that, but it looked fun. We'll color it in. I wanted this bow to just be a little deeper of a pink, so I put that one back, and we're just going to take this one. It kind of looks the exact same, doesn't it? And then the last thing that I'm going to do today for our plan with me is add in the next week's box after I add in the green bow. Otherwhere. And so this one. Okay. And then we'll just add in the next week's box. And that is really what we have going on right now. We'll be able to keep track of our daily to-dos, our fitness goals, and I think it came together quite nicely, you guys. So what we're going to do is next week, we have a couple of, we have book club next week. So I wanted to make sure I write that down. So on 11/20, we have book club, which is going to be so amazing. And that is our weekly plan with me, you guys. Today we kept it really focused on some Wicked doodles and leaving enough space so that way we can add throughout the week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Always like such a highlight of the week. I look forward to this, and tune in Friday to our stories where I will put a vote for next week's theme. So stay tuned for that. Have an amazing week, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night during our reading sprint. So stay tuned for that. Sign up for our live events. I always appreciate it. Have an amazing day. Bye, you guys.